We should talk.
You're right. Let's talk about how your mother just turned one of my best friends against us.
I am sorry about Dr. Banner. It is always hard when our comrades fall.
I appreciate that, Hunter. But you don't have to tell me about war. I've fought my share of them.
Then, you know the risk. As did he.
We're all willing to risk our lives. But this is different. What Lilith did to Banner was unthinkable. She changed him. Listen, I know what happened to Bruce isn't your fault.
But
I'd be a fool if I said I trust you completely. You're Lilith's kid. Could your mother turn you the same way she turned Bruce? What if she has already?
if that were the case, none of you would be standing here right now.
You might be right, which is part of the problem. I don't know anymore. This is beyond anything I've ever faced before. These people look to me for guidance, but it feels like I'm stumbling around in the dark.
I was told you are a soldier.
I was. A long time ago.
Then you know war is always uncertain. Learn from this experience, and ensure that it never happens again. Or give in to doubt, and surrender now.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Not exactly my branch of the service, but I get the point. You know, I think I might have misjudged you, Hunter.
I am the child of the Dark Mother. It is only right for you to be wary.
I appreciate that, but the truth is, I was angry about Bruce, and I took it out on you. That's on me. I'm sorry. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Steve Rogers. What do you say we get to know each other?
Are all modern soldiers as well trained as you?
I haven't been a soldier since 1945.
Then why do they call you Captain America?
You could say it was an old nickname that just stuck.
You still have not answered my question.
Listen, today's soldiers are some of the bravest, most dedicated people I've ever known. But my training was different. I volunteered for a special procedure in hopes of creating the world's first super soldier. It worked. But the man who invented it, Dr. Erskine, was killed soon after. So to answer your question, I'm the only one.
How do you like being an Avenger?
Maybe it's the soldier in me, but I just like being part of a team.
Is that why you created them to begin with?
I think you misunderstand. I didn't create the Avengers.
I was under the impression you were their leader.
I'm good with tactics. That's all it is. Believe it or not, I didn't join the Avengers until the first time Bruce quit. He didn't take that well at all. Nearly tore apart New York.
Dr. Banner? Impossible.
He's a different person when he's angry. You haven't seen anything yet.
And still you let him come back?
Everyone makes mistakes, Hunter. Ours are just larger than most.
There is something about you that I cannot place. You seem different from your friends, almost.
Older?
I suppose so. Yes.
I get that a lot. Last time I checked, I was 102. But honestly, I've stopped counting. It's weird even for me. I was in a plane crash near the end of World War II. Went into the ice in '45 and stayed frozen for, well, long enough. When they finally fished me out, the world I knew was long gone. I understand we have that in common.
It has been an adjustment.
Believe me, I know. The world has changed a lot since you were last here. But if you need help or just need to talk it out, I'm here. Anytime.
I sense there is a past between you and Crossbones.
He's a mercenary. Real name, Brock Rumlow.
Does not seem to like you very much.
We go way back. He even killed me once.
So you are an immortal.
Only if you listen to the Avengers marketing team. It's a long story, but no, I bleed just the same as you. Well, not the same as you, or Carol, or Bruce. Even Tony and Steven, I guess. But look, I'm mortal.
I am glad we had a chance to speak, Steve Rogers.
I am too, Hunter. You're not too bad at this leadership thing yourself. Starting to feel like I could go another 12 rounds. No time like the present. See you around, Hunter.
It doesn't really matter what Tony could have done. We must live with it.
I trust Tony. Most of the time, he always has a plan, and when he doesn't, he always makes a plan. Sometimes. I have an idea to get Lilith to release Banner. It's based on this really old movie. But we need an old priest and...
I told you I don't want to talk about it.
Not talking about it won't make it less real. Banner has betrayed us and the tower has fallen. As Lilith rises, we fall.
We were always so worried about the damage the Hulk could do. Quietly cheered to ourselves when we thought he might be gone for good. We never once considered what Banner's mind is capable of, unhinged. I should have seen this coming.
Beating yourself up will not bring the tower back. I should know. I've been where you are now, spending countless hours blaming myself for the loss of the Sanctum for Wanda.
Yeah? Well, maybe you didn't blame yourself enough. Some of us don't shrug off our failures so casually.
I know you're angry, but if you're looking for a punching bag, may I suggest using the one in the yard and not me?
There you go again, throwing in the towel before the fight is over.
You're the only one who's fighting. Now take it outside, Tony. I've had enough. The world will see this as the Avengers failing for good. I fear the loss of his tower might break it. Perhaps you will have better luck reaching him.
Well, you know my thoughts on the matter.
Yes, Sarah, but not everyone's like you. Some of us find it a little difficult to shoot at our friends.
I don't know what Tony was expecting. Saving the world requires making painfully difficult decisions.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I think he made the right call.
Should I be questioning your judgment too, Carol?
Look at the alternative. Let's say Tony took the shot. Perfect bullseye. Bruce is a goner. Nothing but gamma dust. Tony would be broken in ways none of us can fix. Practically gone as well. We can't afford to lose Tony, and we shouldn't give up on Bruce. We owe him more than that.
I hope you're right. Because what's done is done. And we'll all feel the consequences, whatever they may be.
You wanted a word?
Yes, about Banner.
What my mother has done to him is a tragedy.
I wish that was all it was. You need to fully understand the gravity of the threat he poses to us now.
Banner is a brilliant scientist. No doubt Lilith will find a way to exploit that.
You've never met his alter ego. See, Lilith doesn't just have Banner's genius IQ at her disposal. She has the Hulk, and that's like having a god fight by her side.
Not for long. We will get him back.
You know that's not possible.
If he is as grave of a threat as you say, we have to try.
No, Hunter, he is beyond saving. All we can do now is figure out a way to protect ourselves from him. Okay, I've said my piece. I just hope you heard it. You've never fought anything like the Hulk before. Tony Stark let sentimentality stay his hand.
Let me guess, you're here to tell me I screwed up, that I should have taken the shot at Banner when I had the chance. Go ahead, Hunter. What are you waiting for? Say it. Tell me I screwed up.
You did not do anything wrong, Tony. You just could not bring yourself to kill your comrade.
I was weak. I let my love for him get in the way.
No, Tony. Your loyalty and empathy are strengths, not weaknesses.
The hell they are! They blinded me to what was actually going on! Damn it, why didn't I see Bruce slipping away? I should have known something was going on with him. All the red flags were there, and I ignored them. Some grand genius I am. I have 3 masters, a PhD from MI-freaking-T, and I sat at the helm of one of the planet's greatest companies, but I couldn't even see what was screaming right in front of my face. How did I let him play me like that?
Banner did not fool just you. He fooled us all.
Yeah, well, if anyone here should be foolproof, it should be me.
You are not the first brilliant man Lilith has deceived. We are not in control anymore, Tony. No one is safe. No fortress impenetrable. Not now. With my mother emboldening Hydra forces, there is nothing she cannot touch.
You know, this little pep talk isn't really working for me.
And perhaps I should take my leave.
Yeah, you do that, boss. Leave.
I fear we may experience painful repercussions from...
Hunter, I see the battle at the Avengers Tower has left you relatively unscathed.
Relatively. But Lilith has done far more damage than even we imagined.
Yes, I've heard about what happened with Dr. Banner. Lilith is flexing her power in more ways than one. If we weren't the target of her ire, I might have said I was impressed by her growing resourcefulness.
She has already proven to be just as powerful as ever.
I think our new friends have finally come to realize that. Lilith is not to be trifled with.
At least it was not a fatal lesson.
You can be sure that Lilith is only going to get more dangerous the longer this goes on. And while we may be forced to wait for her next move, you can still continue your work on the grounds.
You think it will help?
The more you come to understand about your mother, the better prepared you'll be when it comes time to face her again. And if you happen to gain a blessing or two from the old gods in the process, I'm sure it can't hurt.
I will keep looking for more of Wanda's notes and other materials.
Let me know if you need my help, dear.
In battle, we must make sacrifices.
I need to check on Aunt May. Can somebody... I don't know.
Oh, poor thing. I feel the torment within you. The pain. It pains me to see you so angry with me.
As it pains me to lose a valued friend.
Bruce will be pleased to know you feel as such. He appreciates your companionship as well.
You misunderstand me. I do not miss Dr. Banner. I mourn him. Yet another soul fallen to your twisted call.
More lies taught to you by Sarah and her pet witch. I do not compel Dr. Banner. I released him. Released him from the shackles of those who've sought to control him his entire life. Such a unique mind, such a powerful soul, held in check for so long by his lesser. I cannot help but see the similarity to you, precious child. Will you not allow me to help you achieve the same? To find a true purpose, achieve peace.
I will only know peace upon your death.
And I would happily die for you, if it would truly give you that.
I am sure.
But we both know it is far more complicated than that. My sister has raised you to be a weapon, tricked you into believing that's all you are, all you want to be. I am here to show you you are more than that. When the time comes, you will stand by my side, freely. I would never have it otherwise.
And I thought I was the one who was dreaming.
You have been asleep far too long, child. You must pierce the veil of their false prophecy and wake up.
I will never get used to that.
Looking forward to tonight! What's up, Hunter?
Mind if I join you?
Please do.
Peter, were you raised in New York City?
Yeah, in Queens. Also home to more villains than I care to count.
Why are there so many villains in Queens?
I have no idea. I never really thought about it.
You are right. It is probably nothing.
Maybe it's something in the water. Something I've wondered since the Roxxon plant opened.
Perhaps villains find Queens as appealing a place to live as you?
I can respect that explanation. If anyone asks, my villains have taste. I can't wait till we do this again! Can we hang out? It really doesn't feel like the world is ending.
It's someone in the Abbey's special day today. What do you think? You don't think this whole Bruce Wanda thing is fair either, right?
Fair. What do you mean, Nico?
Oh, come on. You see the double standard too. I know you do. All they care about is losing Bruce. It's as if Wanda never existed. Now we all have to sit around and cuddle Stark through his grief. Who was there for us when Wanda was taken, huh? Where was our Kleenex and freaking group therapy?
The Avengers, Caretaker. They do not care about Wanda and never will.
I know, right?
You were right in believing that they will only take care of their own. Perhaps it is time to do the same.
What do you mean?
You want them to save Wanda, but maybe it is you who should save her.
That's not a bad idea. I can already see this pissing off Caretaker, which is even more of a reason for me trying. You know, I bet if they had a shot at saving their precious Banner Boy, they wouldn't hesitate. How long has Wanda been gone? We've waited long enough for someone to take action. And action is just what I might take.
No! Oh, and you were so close to knocking that gorilla off its platform.
Oh, you are gonna love this. So, what's new with Hydra this morning? Wait, don't tell me. Got more coil for me? Initiating struggle mission. How's that for quality workmanship? If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
Always a pleasure.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are. Two friends, enjoying a moment.
A 3-century-old demon hunter and a technological wonder man of the sky. Who could have imagined it?
I appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but let's never say the words wonder and man in comparison to me again. He's never getting that spark. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
We've really been putting the pedal to the Hydra metal, huh, Hunter? Haven't seen the Hellride this fired up since... well, ever. I thought she could use a little tune-up and we could use a little break to catch up.
What is on your mind, Robbie?
Honestly, just wanted to say thanks. I was starting to feel like a fifth wheel around here for a while. But lately, not so much. Even old Sparky agrees. Well, both of us just wanted to say thanks. Nice to feel useful. Know what I mean?
Friends help each other, Robbie. That is what we are here for.
Thanks, Hunter. It's not always easy talking about this stuff, you know. I didn't exactly grow up in as friendly a neighborhood as Spider-Man.
Nor did I. My mother made sure of that.
Yeah, with me it was my uncle. Something else we have in common, I guess. Who would have thought a 300-year-old demon hunter from Old Salem, Massachusetts, hanging with the spirit of vengeance from East LA in a magically restored transient abbey as, you know, friends.
Stranger things have happened, and will happen, I'm sure.
And I look forward to all of them.
We could go a few rounds.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here. Yeah, I had my eye on that too. No pain, no gain.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
Thanks, Hunter.
How are you, Carol?
Better than Tony. Poor guy. I hate seeing him beat himself up over Banner. I mean, every option was some Faustian flavor of crap. Would you have been able to take the shot? Because I don't think I could have.
I do not know what I would have done if put in Tony's unfortunate position.
Yeah, that makes two of us. It's so easy to criticize someone's decisions from afar with, I would have done this or I would have done that, self-righteous crap. Truth is, None of us can ever honestly say what we would do in a situation until we're in it.
Agreed.
It's refreshing to talk to someone around here who doesn't pretend to have all the answers for a change. Well, I should really check in on Tony at some point today. See you around. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
There, finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open, but the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it. We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear.